Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for coming back. So right now I'm going to be doing a series of favorites, and it's going to be like my favorite blushes, my favorite concealers, my favorite brushes and everything like that. So this video right now is going to be my favorite brushes, and I'm going to be telling you guys like my absolute go-to brushes. These brushes are the ones that I use on an everyday basis, and I'll go through them. They're different for different purposes on your face, and I'll kind of tell you why I like them. So I know a lot of people have been asking me about things for brown people or brown girls, like makeup for brown girls, but I kind of figured a little bit of common sense where it's like if I use it on myself, it should be a given that it's good on skin tones like mine. But if you guys still want me to do it, let me know down below what you guys would like. And I mean, in general, everything that I use is pretty much okay for people of my skin tone. So I might do a separate video telling you guys about all that, but for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys my favorite brushes. So let's just get right into it. My favorite brush for highlighting like my cheekbone area with like a really shimmery highlight is definitely this brush. And this brush is from Sedona Lace, and this is the FB01 brush. Now, I love this brush because it is so thick and so dense. It's not very flimsy or anything like that. You can see you get a very like full brush, so it really picks up the product and it really deposits it right where you want it, and you get a good amount right on there. I also like it. You can also use this brush for like contouring a little bit. Like if you kind of want to blend out your contour, that could be also a really good use for it. I would do, if I were to do it, I would do two different brushes, one specifically for highlighting and one for contouring, because you definitely don't want to make the mistake and put your contour powder up here, because then you're just gonna have to take off everything, and anybody got time for that. So yeah, I would definitely suggest getting this one. I really do like it, and they're super affordable. So the next one that I love for powdering my entire face is the Real Techniques powder brush, and this one just looks like this. These are all like used. Obviously I use them every day. I didn't get a chance to clean my brushes. It's annoying to do it, but I have to do it. I usually do it like once every 2 weeks or so, so I have yet to do this. But yeah, this one is definitely one of my favorites. It's kind of like a kabuki brush on a giant stick. So dense, so thick, so soft. I definitely really do appreciate the amount it gets on and how it buffs it out and how it applies. I really love it. This one also, you can kind of like push it down to get kind of in the T-zone area so you don't get powder on your eyebrows, just like right down the middle. And it's just awesome. I definitely love this one because it gets all over. It's big enough for your face, and it puts a lot of product on. Or if you have a lot of product on, you just get a clean one, or you kind of wipe it off and then just kind of like blend out with this, and this works really well as well for that. Like if you have too much blush on, you could just go ahead and go back and forth, and you'll definitely be good to go. The third brush that I do like for highlighting is definitely this one, and this one I use for my under eye highlight to kind of set my under eye area. This one I would use to do like my Hourglass ambient lighting powders, like my finishing powders, or like my Anastasia banana powder. And I would take a little bit of that and I would just kind of tap it right underneath, and it's just good to go. And I really love this. And this one is, sorry, I didn't mention it, this one is the e.l.f. small tapered brush. And these ones, this one and the next one I'm going to show you guys, are my absolute favorite e.l.f. brushes. They just do the job, and they're such good quality, and they just work so well that it's just like, oh my god, I can't even. So this one is really good. This one is also really good for contouring. If you'd like to contour, you can also use this down your nose because it does have that pointy tapered end. This is a great brush for that. In general, I just absolutely adore this brush. I know I'm going to do that throughout this video. I'm going to say blush and brush, and it's going to be annoying. So if I do it, I'm sorry, but let's just carry on. This one's also really good for actual highlighting as well as the fan brush, because it really does give you like that precise kind of application. So this is really good. For blush, this one is from Sedona Lace as well, and this is the FB05 brush. It's just a little like round top domed type brush. It's very tiny, but it just fits your cheek really well, and because it's dense, kind of push it onto your face, it just really spreads out and kind of fans out a little bit, so you get like a really, really good application onto your face. So this one is really good. I love this one for my blush. This one is also good for contouring as well, or bronzer. This would be perfect because it does fit into the hollows of your cheek. Very, very like nice. It's very compact for that reason. The next one I like is for cream products or like cream blushes. This is the Coastal Scents, I guess, small stippling brush. I do know e.l.f. has one similar to this, which is the small stippling brush. So I would just get a little bit and just kind of like tap it on, kind of turn it on the side and just blend it in with the other type of hair because it's a dual fiber. So I would do that with this one. And also with this one I would just kind of like stipple it on and then go on and blend out in circular motion. So these two are really, really great for cream products. Anything with like synthetic fibers or like a dual fiber will give you a very nice airbrushed finish and an airbrushed look, and it will definitely blend it out. You just have to keep going at it. So those are my two blush brushes. For contour, I really do enjoy this one. This one is from Sedona Lace, and this is the 850 brush. It's just an angled blush brush basically, but I don't use it for blush. I use it for contour, and I would just put it right to the hollows of my cheek and go back and forth, and then I would take it up and then just take it down and back, just like that. And there you go. That would be my bronzer slash contouring brush. For contouring specifically, I haven't been contouring a lot recently, but I do have the V-shaped brush from Bare Minerals, which is pretty much kind of like the NARS Ita brush, or another brush, just the square top brush that just everyone's like going crazy over. That one I would just go ahead and use to contour my cheeks with. So I would do that, and then I would kind of blend out with this one. But for the most part, I've been just doing like bronzer right now, and I've been contouring with bronzer, so I've been just using this back and forth. So that is my bronzer brush. For foundation, it depends really on what kind of a look I'm going for. If I'm going for a very natural look where I just want to be like a good coverage, but a sheer kind of coverage, I would do my beauty blender, which is my absolute favorite thing ever. If you don't have a beauty blender, you need to get one, at least one, to try it out. They are so good. They last a very long time if you take care of it. You have to remember to wash it because that's very important to its lifespan, I guess. I mean, it's a sponge. How much life can you have? Anyways, but yeah, I do like this. I would apply my foundation all over, and then I would just kind of blot it around with this and stipple it around, bounce it around. And then after that, when I'm putting on my concealer, while it's still wet, well, after I do my entire foundation routine and it's kind of damp, I would put this into my banana powder and then just get a little bit, tap it off, and then just go ahead and set my under eye area with the banana powder. And with this beauty blender wet or damp, it just leaves the most flawless look. And then I would go in with my small tapered brush with my finishing powder and just go right on top of it. So this one's really great for setting your concealer, as well as blending out your concealer, and as well as blending out your foundation, your cream, blushes, whatever it is that you need to blend out or kind of like soften a little bit. The beauty blender would be awesome. Another brush that I really do like, and I love this brush so much, and everyone talks about this brush. It's like a cult favorite. It's the Sigma Flat Kabuki brush, the F80, and it's just a flat brush. It's very dense, very soft. I would definitely go ahead and put the foundation on, or kind of dip it into the foundation and then just go ahead and stipple it on. And this one just really blends. You can just go on and blend it into your skin forever, and it just feels so good, and it does leave you with that airbrushed effect. You can also use this for powder foundation as well, or just kind of like to set underneath. I've been using it to kind of set my concealer a little bit sometimes when I'm just in a rush and I don't want to use a million brushes, or if I can't find a brush, or if my beauty blender is dirty and it's like lost under my cupboard, whatever it is. I would just use this to kind of set my foundation, and just to kind of go in with the banana powder as well and just kind of set it underneath. So this is a pretty good multi-purpose brush. I would definitely suggest getting one of these. If you get anything from Sigma, this one is definitely a must. The next one that I have is from Sedona Lace, and this is the 813 brush, and this is a dual fiber stippling brush. This one I would use for kind of like translucent powder, or my NARS translucent crystal powder. If I just want to kind of do a light airy finish over everything. You could also use this for just regular face powder as well, if you just want to kind of dust it over your skin. For concealer is the Sigma 954, and it's just a very like small concealer brush really, and there's something very special about it, I guess, but it does the job. I would use this to carve out my eyebrows. However, I have found it is, I believe, an e.l.f. brush, and it's like one of the $1 brushes, and it's a small concealer brush itself. That one I find gives you a more precise line. I don't have it on me. It's one of those that are in my kit. Synthetic fibers, so you can use that for your as a lip brush, or you can use it for a concealer brush. I need to get some because I definitely want to use it for my concealer brush. I feel like it will give me more of a precise line, my eyebrows, and just with my liner. This one is kind of big, so it kind of takes up a lot of product and puts a lot of product on that I still have to blend out. So I feel like the small concealer brush from would definitely do a better job, as well as save on product. For eyebrows, I would use this one, and this is, I believe, a Morph brush, and this one is just kind of like this. It has a spoolie at the end and an angled brush at the beginning. It's very, very similar to the Anastasia one that has a spoolie and the angled brush. The next one I like for concealer and just buffing out my concealer, or like from my eyebrows or from my liner or wherever it is, it's the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. This I tell about to everyone. I feel like this is just a must-have in every makeup artist kit, every person's kit, every girl's kit, every boy's kit, everybody's kit, or just collection in general. This is just an awesome, awesome brush. It's very, very dense. It does the blending really well. It's fluffy. It's compact at the same time, but it's such a good brush for blending. I really, really love this brush so much. So definitely check this out for sure. If you check out any brush that I talk about, this one is definitely a must. For blending out my eyeshadows, I have, this one is also from Morph. I don't know what number this is, but it's similar to the 217. It's just very, very dirty right now. It's just very, very dense and like kind of compact, so it just really, really does the job when you do it in the crease area or just in this general area, just to kind of bring it up a little bit. This one's really good to blend out. This one is one that I got from My Glam, and I don't know if you guys can find this one, but it's just a very large fluffy brush, and that's what it looks like. Very, very, very fluffy and big. I have yet to find something like this. The e.l.f. concealer brush is a little bit more dense. This is a lot more fluffy and like bendable and stuff like that, whereas the e.l.f. one is a little bit more compact and dense. So this one I would just use to kind of blend out every single thing going on. I just use this as a clean one and just to blend out the entire look. This is definitely a really great one. So just any fluffy, fluffy small brush is just amazing. The 239 brush from MAC. I love this brush just for packing on my eyeshadow. I think it just does the job, and it's very, very like precise because it's so small and so dense as well. You can also spray some Fix Plus on it and just pack on pigments or glitter, anything with this freaking brush. I love it. For smudging out my bottom liner or just shadow in general, I would use the 219 brush, and this is from MAC, and I would just go ahead and blend that out. And then for my inner corners, as you can see, I have highlighted right in there. I'd use another one. This one is actually from Sedona Lace. This is a 904 brush, and it's pretty much the exact same thing as a 219, just any pencil type brush. I do this for my inner corner. I use this specifically for highlighting my inner corner. So further blending out of my under eye, I would take this one. This is the Sigma blending brush, and it's the E36, and I would just kind of like go straight under here and just blend out everything after I blended out with a pencil brush, which is very, very precise and harsh. This one I would just use to kind of blow out that smokiness, so this one's really good. For actual eyeliner on my waterline and my tight line, I use a smudge brush. I feel like this is just awesome because it does two things at once. It kind of applies the liner and then just smudges it out, and then with the brush I just kind of smudge it out further and make it really, really small. Some of them are expensive, but I definitely believe if you spend money on your brushes, I feel like it's worth it. Like, I wouldn't go out and buy like a $50 Tom Ford brush, but some of the MAC brushes are really great. I definitely know that the Real Technique brushes are my favorite. That's what I started out with because they're so affordable, so great. So definitely check out those brushes. And then Sedona Lace, Sigma, those are all really, really good brushes. So I hope with what I've shown you, like, I don't have one set of brushes. I have a wide range ranging from every price point. You do not have to get all MAC brushes or all Sigma brushes or all e.l.f. brushes or just super duper expensive ones. Like, those are luxury things, like Tom Ford brushes and like Chanel brushes. Like, who's gonna see you put on your makeup with these expensive ass brushes? Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I could be using that money to buy me another lipstick or something like that. So depending on how cheap your brush is, like, definitely it might fall apart. Some of my e.l.f. brushes fall apart, but you know, you just kind of have to work with it if it's a good quality brush itself rather than just kind of like the glue. You just have to glue it back. Some of them are like that, not all of them. And that's with anything, like any brush line. Like, I had a Sigma one that completely fell apart on me, and I had to contact the company and they sent me a whole brand new one, and you know, that was good, but you just have to be very conscious. So don't go out and spend like $1 million in brushes. I would definitely suggest, if you're starting out, check out e.l.f. brushes and definitely check out Real Technique brushes for sure. If you want to get fancy, you can go ahead and check out the Sigma brushes. Also, Sedona Lace brushes and Coastal Scents brushes and BH Cosmetic brushes are awesome. So definitely check out those. That's definitely would be my recommendation for you guys starting out. And just in general, if you want some new brushes, MAC brushes are pretty good too, but you can find dupes or kind of like things that are more affordable. Morph brushes are really awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I took too long, but I just wanted to give you all the information about the brushes and how I use them. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do rate, comment, and subscribe. And definitely go ahead and check out my Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at reesiibabe. And I will talk to you guys in another video.